Okay, who wants to talk about duty? Nobody. Pooping in the woods. It's something we all do, and we all have a hard time figuring it out and getting comfortable with it. One of the funniest things I noticed was that I had just met Chief and Scout, and like day 2, we were already talking about pooping. And I have friends that I've known for 30 years, and we still don't talk about pooping. It's funny the things that you start talking about on a thru hike with total strangers that you would never imagine talking about with anyone else. Pooping. Once again, I used the little Hyperlite bag system because I wanted that Dyneema protection, or the fabric that they have that is water resistant. I could have used a Ziploc bag, and you can use a Ziploc bag if you don't want to spend the money. I got these things 20% off, so I was like, okay, I'll get a couple. I used it for my stove, and I used it for my poop kit. What I had in my poop kit: first, my shovel. I bought this on REI. It is the Deuce trowel. This thing is great, but it's sharp. So I took duct tape and put it all around the edges, because when you're gripping this and you're trying to dig through roots and rocks and stuff, you don't want to slice your hand. It was just uncomfortable and it hurt, so I put duct tape around the edges of it. I would use this. This was great, but I stuck it in a Ziploc bag in my poop bag just because sometimes it would get kind of dirty and muddy, and I didn't want that getting on my toilet paper. So it also carried toilet paper in there, a roll, depending on how long I was going to be on trail, half a roll, whatever. And then the other items in there were my hand sanitizer and my Dr. Bonner's soap. You really should use the soap to sanitize your hands after you poop. You don't want to give yourself Giardia. I used this a lot, but not all the time. Sometimes it was just too cold to use water on my hands and go through the soap washing and everything else. So, I do it on the side of the trail after I went to the bathroom, and it was good to really clean your hands, and it's important, but sometimes it was just easier to go with hand sanitizer. I know that that's not the best way to clean your hands after, that the soap is the best way. Don't use this in streams. Don't use this in lakes. Don't use this in any water source. I would pour the water on my hands from my water bottle, then I'd use the soap, then I'd pour the water from my water bottle on my hands to rinse, and then I would just literally wipe it on me to dry off. So this was what was in my poop kit, and you need this. You need to have toilet paper on your thru hike, and hand sanitizer and soap, I would say. A lot of times there's privies, but there's a lot of times when you want to self-camp and there is no privy. So this was great on those occasions when you're on trail and you gotta go and there's no privy around, or when you're stealth camping and you gotta go. So the trowel, the paper, all of this, everybody's got it. It's good to have.